Who wants smoke? Who wants smoke? You will bear with me. Thank you. Thank you, Anwar. Surf is taking the piss. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But right now, we're going to talk, first of all, one of my favorite ladies in the scene who is on great form right now. The lovely VIIXEN the Assassins. I need to buy myself time and stuff, Anwar. The lovely VIIXEN the Assassin has like, she jumped on Twitter last night and she said, fuck Sue Surf. That's it. That's the tweet, she says. Now, obviously, VIIXEN was supposed to battle Surf before he rescheduled the battle with Cortez, which will be going down this weekend on Caffeine. Is it Saturday? I should know. It's Saturday, isn't it? I'm sure it's going down this Saturday, live on Caffeine, live and for free on Caffeine. So definitely check that out. I know I tried to listen in the spaces when it was broadcast live and it was really choppy. And we'll get to it live but free. Well, that's right. That's right, Anwar. I'm just selling dreams, right? I'm just selling dreams. It is free, but it's not live, but it will be going down. I didn't listen in the spaces. I really need to see this. So I have no idea. I tried to listen. It was choppy. I'm lying. And I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So I'm going to be tuned in. But yeah, that's what she says. Now, London Jen, all one word, at gmail.com is my email. So she says that's it. That's the tweet. She wants to settle her unfinished business after the rescheduled rock battle. And 12 free ends on the Jen. Oh, I missed that, didn't I? She says, fuck Surf. Surf says, grandson wants your soul. That's it, Anwar. Thank you. Grandson wants your soul. And he put up this really horrifying looking gif of this little girl turning into this bizarre creature here. And the lovely Indica Ari says, you need grandson for VIIXEN? Or can she just get the wave? White tea Surf? Surf responds and says, that's what he says. That's the Grim Reaper. He's already said he wants her soul, and now he's putting up Grim Reaper memes. Are we still here for Surf and VIIXEN? Is it a battle that we want? Did you ever want it in the first place? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if we do get it, who wins? Anwar says, meh. I love this battle. What are you talking about? I think this is a crazy battle. Oh, Anwar, you are a diamond. Thank you so much. Not really. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me have to drum up some hype. What do we think of this twerk and oh fuck. This is why you have a stand for your mic. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Am I back? Am I back? Now it's just the bag. I don't think he wanted to do it. It'll come 40%. Wow. Oh, goodness. I don't think he'll come 40%. I think this is the most dangerous battle for him. And if he's taking it, not because VIIXEN is the most skilled or dangerous opponent that he's faced in recent battles, but for him. Not that VIIXEN isn't highly talented, highly skilled and all of that anyway, but for Surf. This is a huge, is a lot of the sort of things, you know, he's still got his star power, he still raps the way he does, but a woman talking to you. It's very different. Look at how the 40 battle went down. I mean, I know Surf dropped the ball in there, but so did 40 a little. I think VIXEN's aggression, her originality, her humor, her star power as well. I gave VIXEN pretty clearly the rock battle, dope battle, but I thought she got rock out of there. I gave him, was it the first or second? And I thought it was a really good battle, but I had VIXEN clear. I think her material was better, and I loved her performance delivery. Rock was fire. He was, super entertaining, but I just thought VIXEN was the better battler on the day. And you cannot convince me otherwise. Against Surf, I don't know. And if it were to take place anytime soon, I think it would need to take place soon. If it were to go down, I think Surf would definitely lose interest if he hasn't already. VIXEN punches were more creative. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. But yeah, I love this battle. I love this battle. I think they both got a huge amount of star power, charisma. VIXEN showed us in this rock battle that she can win over a crowd. She can entertain a crowd. She was up there bullying Rock, and Rock was super gracious and humble with the way he dealt with that. He didn't need to take it like that, and it was amazing that he did. It just made for a real dope battle. Yeah, so I'm definitely here for VIXEN Surf. VIXEN versus Jazz, you say? Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that too. I was going to talk about Jazz yesterday because also I think I'll make it a topic tomorrow. Hustle has also said she wants the Jazz rematch, and I think it's one that I've heard Jazz say she would also be up for doing. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about that and the latest developments in the Remy Ma card as well. Rock sent VIXEN to Venus in round 1. Yeah, that was the round I gave him, I think, and then she got the second and third. But VIXEN had a crazy first as well. But yeah, he was crazy. He was crazy. All that, white bitch, you can't beat me. You can't beat. Yeah, he was going off. He was going off. I've just realised I was supposed to plan a battle watch after this, and I haven't even set it up, so I might just go live after that. But yeah, so after telling VIXEN that he's coming for her soul last night, Surf popped up this morning. I think it's about 6:30. Is it Atlanta? Atlanta's not even East Coast, so was it even earlier? He probably hadn't been to bed. It was about 5:30, 6:30 in the morning with his hit list. Now, Tsunami Cuthbert Surfington called out VIXEN, Daylight, and JC, or he named VIXEN, Daylight, and JC as though he was reading the register in class or something. Do you call it the register? I don't even know. What do you call it over there? What's the teacher? Roll call? I don't know. But those not surprising targets. He and Daylight have been going back and forth recently. Oh, you call it roll? Okay, yeah, like he's calling roll. Victoria, yes, Surf. Devon, yes, Surf. Julian, what do you say? I'm here, present. What do we say at school? I can't even remember. We said yes, miss. They'd call your name and you'd say yes, miss. So subservient in school, God. Yeah, that's the 3 that he wants. Out of those, to be honest, I'm most interested in the Daylight battle, in the VIXEN battle. Look at the Freudian slip. Now, I do think Julian is JC, right? I do think that Daylight is a very potentially dangerous proposition. But here's why I'm not super excited for it. because it's daylight, and although they've been going back and forth, like look how many rappers he's gone back and forth with. He's hyped us. He just had Lux on live a couple of months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, confirming, saying that they're locked in. So with daylight, it's just like, well, I believe it when I see it, literally. The JC battle for sure. I think that's one that JC will be really motivated for. It's somewhat of a grudge match now, I guess. It's kind of gone on for so long. And would be a very different, test for Surf, but and equally exciting. Yeah, I think it's one that has to happen now. It's one that has to happen. He's kind of, clearing all the what's the word? Like the unfinished business, I guess. Daylight made Rock into a vampire to battle. He did, and I love that battle. I love that battle, down to Rock's vampire suit and the contacts, like theatrics. I love it. I love it. It wasn't overly done. I thought it was perfect, especially for Daylight. Yeah, why not bring a couple of little costumes? It's cute. Or fire. It's fire. That's what I should say. Not cute. It's fire. Um, but yeah, he's he battled John John. That one was on the list for a long time. You got time for me, John John? He found time. He finished. We're going to see what happened with Cortez. I'm going to see really, really soon. I'm excited about that. I'm going to see what happened with Cortez and Julian. Now, Julian. Now we've got Julian. So I think, Surf is completing the objectives to steal URL or Smack's phrase. And I'd like to see all three of them. How many wins? This is my question. How many wins does Surf have out of these battles? VIIXEN, Daylight, JC. How many wins can you see here? And which is the most dangerous? Like I've said, I think the most dangerous is still VIIXEN. And the one that I want to see most. Ron says, Tuna debatable. Who's the debatable? Daylight or JC or VIIXEN? Daylight. Okay, that's the one you think will be toughest for him. Where are we now? We're in May. Still a long way to go. So like I said, he's listing off the JC, Cortez, and John John were the unfinished business. Who else do we want to see him against? Who is your ideal Surf opponent? Now, moving on from Surf news and into Ultimate Madness 5 news. Now, yesterday, just as I was going live, the Surf versus Verb is needed, the rematch, right? Definitely the two of them, need to just hash it out on stage. How do you feel? How do we feel Verb will fare against Surf? I don't feel he will fare very well at all. I think Surf will clear him badly. 3-0. I think it would be bad for Verb. Just in terms of recent performances, I think he could give a good battle, but I don't see him winning at all. Verb shooting bad from the field, boy. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. And if we do get that rematch, I think it's one. Oh my God, can you imagine the promo between those two? The way, their communications on Twitter are like a promo. They're constantly promoing anyway. So yeah, I'm taking it up a notch with actually having a battle booked. Hey Diva, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for the prop. Love to you. Yeah, who knows? Let's see. So yeah, moving on to Midnight Ultimate Madness 5. Yesterday, just before I went live, thank you for sharing the broadcast. I've got to ask for that as well. I keep forgetting. nice reminder there. URL put forward 2 Ultimate Madness judges, and they did the absolutely insane, disrespectful, crazy, really clever thing. And they asked the fans to rank the judges. Now, what were their rankings? Like, they were like perfect, good. It was really like, it was wild. They had 4 options, and one of them was like, you must be out of your mind. Really allowing fans the opportunity to troll the potential judges if they wanted. And the first names they listed were Tonebro and Reader, 2 previous judges. I think Reader judged the first. Tonebro has been a frequent judge and definitely one of the most respected judges. We're going to talk about him first. Definitely, I would love to see, I'd like to see women represented. I think Reader is a great representation from the ladies to have on the panel. She obviously curates the Women of the Year panel. She's present at events. She knows her stuff. She's a dope analyst. She's someone, you know, I think that would be dope to see her up there. But Tonebro has taken himself out of the running. He says, the integrity of the Ultimate Madness tournament series is important to me. While my personal record of neutrality has been established over a decade, in 2022, fans need to be reassured that judges can present an impartial judgment in battles. He goes on, in talks with URL, I decided that it would be best to officially remove my name from the UM5 judging. $100,000 is life-changing bread. Best of luck to all MCs. Big salute to URL, best league in the world, for the continuing to push the envelope for the culture. So they're saying basically, me and URL have agreed. And he kind of gives a few more details which add a little more context. He's saying he would be objective and he'd complete the assignment as always, but the cloud of impropriety didn't sit well with me. The MC should be the story, not the judges. So he's saying a lot there, basically. He's saying he doesn't even like having the associating his brand, his reputation, you know, putting his name on the line and having people, giving people the opportunity to say that he's got some sort of bias. Now, obviously, the bias comes into play because, or I'm not saying that the bias comes into play. Yeah, this is it. He's talking about Stumbles. So Stumbles is one of the 16 contenders in the competition. He's facing Twerk. So he, I would imagine the heavy predictions is that he'll, no, is Stumbles facing Twerk? No, he's not. I've got that wrong. Would have been a crazy match, actually. He's facing, fuck, who's Stumbles got? He's got someone else who's likely to get him up out of here. But he's not a favourite to go through to the second round. Basically, obviously, Stumbles and Snake Eyes and Tonebro had the incident at Midnight Madness at the fight. Real sick. Thank you, Diva. Yes, of course, it's real sick. Stumbles versus Real Sick. So he's not expected to even progress, but Tonebro is saying, I don't even like the idea that people will look at, you know, my brand and say that there was some sort of bias, especially when there's $100,000 on the line. He also says, despite my capabilities, any appearance of unfairness is not good in a $100,000 tournament. Saying as well, you know, and I guess this is why URL perhaps is also in agreement that fans are, you know, fans always have a problem with what anybody does regardless. That was very noble of him. It was, and it, you know, I guess it shows his integrity and his wanting to maintain his brand. As I think as a judge, Tone is one of the most respected for, you know, I don't think I've ever really heard calls of bias from him. He's got a very valid opinion, a great judging technique. He is, yeah, I modelled some of my judging after, you know, changed some of the things I did when I saw how well he does it and the approach that he takes. So a great judge without a doubt. but he didn't want anybody to, to even suggest that there would be some bias. And I think it would be difficult. It could be difficult, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. You do, someone like Tonebro has been doing this for so long, and is so experienced. I believe that you can separate and be objective, because you have to do that. Someone like that has been in the culture for a very long time, will have had, whether we know about it or not, little issues behind the scenes, maybe public ones, and will have had to objectively speak on them before, and will know what it takes to do that. So for me, it's a real shame. Who do we want to see in the tournament? Who do we want to see judging? I think those are the only names they've released so far as potentials. I think last year's panel for UM4 was a really solid one, really popular one as well. What was that? That was DNA, Chiller, Gattis, Young Gaddis, and who else? Who am I missing? Tonebro. I should be a judge for real. Thank you very much, and thank you. There are a good few people who mentioned me yesterday on Twitter when the discussion was going round, and that I'm honoured. Somebody mentioned me alongside like B. Calico, and Goods. I was like, oh my god, are you shitting me? Why would you put me there? Like, or thank you for putting me there with, three such credible MCs. So that was really dope to see. But yeah, I do judge over here in the UK, and if they were to ever consider me, obviously I'd love to. It would be an honour. But at the moment I can't travel over to the US either, so in-person judging and things, and it would make it quite expensive to so yeah. And that's another issue. Mickey Fax, just before I was going live, this is the tweet I was trying to get. He says, we go through this every Ultimate Madness season. I got hit one time to judge Ultimate Madness. I asked to be compensated because it takes up time to watch for hours and the potential scrutiny that comes with it is high. I was told that wasn't possible. If it's one battle, sure, but 8? Nah. So Mickey Fax is saying they're not paying judges, or at least he's saying I wanted to be paid. And it's not just 8 battles, it's 8 battles on the first day, and then 4 battles the second week, and then 2 battles, and then another battle. So it's 4 evenings of judging. It's not just one. You've got the 4 rounds. I guess it is a lot. What do we think about that? Should URL be paying the judges? Is the look payment enough? Is the exposure and association with the URL brand, is that enough? Some of the people I imagine that they're approaching have respect, credibility, already have associations with the URL brand in any event. So I don't know how much, someone like me, yeah, that would be a huge look for me, do a lot for me. Does it do the same for Hurricane do? I don't know. She's already got a huge name, very well respected, integrity, all of that. Tonebro, likewise, they're not compensated by the look. And also, I think it's only right that they should be compensated for, doing a difficult job. And let's not act like fans, it's, you become a UM judge and all of a sudden you get this huge following that loves and respects you and wants to tune in to all your content. No, you get backlash, you get dragged online, you get called out. If you're a woman, you get all sorts of nasty things said about you, like, well, guys too, but we drag women in a slightly different way. But it's, there's no thanks in being one of these high profile judges generally. Even for the best of them, you see some wild commentary headed their way. So yeah, definitely I do believe it's something that they should be compensated for. And I'm not, I don't know the business. I don't know what anyone is or isn't being paid, whether people have been paid in the past. I don't know. I'm just riffing off of Mickey Fax, very smart tweet here. For someone like Mickey Fax, he has an awful lot going on. He's just started, he with Chilla Jones and a couple of partners have started Pendulum Inc., which is an intensive how to rap school, basically how to become an elite rapper, educational course, like university style course, which they're planning to roll out on a huge scale. He's also got like 4 projects this year or something. Like he's super busy. I'm sure he's doing several other, you know, for somebody like that, it's like, okay, I can dedicate my time, but you're not even gonna make it worth my while. So yeah, I get it. Now, like I said, I was supposed to be doing a watch of in fact, I'm going to save it because I haven't set it up. It's not a particularly long battle, but I've been going for an hour now and I started late, so I'm going to wrap now because I don't want to finish these too late, because I do these and then go off to bed. But tomorrow we're going to watch a battle together and talk about it. And yeah, but we will wrap up for today, methinks. It's been a fun show. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting and bearing with me through all my technical difficulties. OBS is a lot, and I've got quite a few screens and things going on. So yeah, I'll get better at it. But I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much to everyone who tunes in. Thank you, LA Fresh. Thank you, Jakunti. Much love to Diva. Thank you for sharing the broadcast to anyone who did. Judges should definitely get paid. Absolutely, I agree with you on that. And also in the comments, let me know on YouTube if you're watching this. Yeah, shout out to everyone. Ron, who's been commenting a lot as well. Shout out to Anwar. Extra special shout out to Anwar, who sent me a little something, which I'm going to go and take a peek at now. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. This show goes out at 1 p.m. UK time. Oh, I was early. I'm supposed to start at 2 p.m., which is 9 a.m. So I was half an hour early today. Oh, wow. I don't even know my own show start time. This is hilarious. This week really is a learning curve. And it comes at the end of my working day as well. Like I said, I'm about to go off to bed now. So yeah, sometimes confusion occurs. So yeah, oh, okay, half an hour early. So I'll be on time tomorrow, let's hope. And that will be at 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. East Coast, and 6 a.m. for the early birds or real late night sleepers on the Pacific Coast. But that is it, and I am out.